So I don't know. We'll find out.
And we're back.
Yeah.
We'll pull up my chat.
Yeah, see what's in the chat. Nobody's in there yet, I don't think.
Oh. Well, okay, that's a good sign.
Yeah. Well, actually, I mean, maybe somebody's in there. There's nobody's talking.
Oh, they don't want to talk. Let's see.
Yeah.
See if I can find it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in the chat.
Oh, so yeah, hopefully somebody will just. There we go. Okay.
You wrote fart, and I'm gonna write fart.
Yeah,
it's live now.
That's what
Here we go.
Oh, that changes them. Excellent. So yeah, for folks in the chat, we're trying to diagnose something. It's a little laggy on Dill's end, but we don't know why. It could be anything.
Could be my country bumpkin internet / raining and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll try our best.
Oh, that was an article I didn't do, by the way, this week, was because it wasn't funny at all, but it was at least interesting. Was the FCC is actually requiring all ISPs to have like a nutritional label. Like that's literally what they're calling it, which like tells you like, you know, how fast the speed is and like all the hidden fees and whether or not they're gonna, you know, throttle you if you use too much bandwidth.
Salt content, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, salt content. Yeah, with trans fats. How much trans fats in your internet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of my internet, you government.
That looked like a great idea, but then I was like, where do I find this? And I didn't spend a lot of time looking, but I don't know where it is. So yeah. There we go. There was a Dove ad that was laggy on Bathia's head. Well, you know, what's funny is that I mean I think I showed everybody the screenshot in the settings where it's like turn off all ads. That's on, but you know. Yeah, they say my
overall American lag that we're having.
Yeah, it's Quiet Jay says my video is laggy compared to yours. Well, good. So you know, we'll just kind of roll with it then, see how it goes.
Oh, it's Drew's fault. Okay, good. I'll sit on that.
Yeah. Strangely, nothing appears laggy to me, but I don't know. Oh, actually, now that I'm looking at this, hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, it is saying. It is saying something wacky's going on.
Internet nutritional value internet that you need to check on yours.
Yeah, maybe. Well, you know, there also is an autoplay video back here. Maybe if I shut that off. There we go. All right. Yeah. I saw it briefly dipped into the yellow, and I was like, well, that's interesting. Yeah. The other problem we got is like right when we start, the kids get home. And immediately load up videos on 5 devices each. And I mean, I'm not really exaggerating. It's at least 3.
It's time for a grounding.
Well, I mean, how do I stop it, right?
I don't. You can't stop progress.
Nah, you can't really. No, they're just going to get on there and they're going to do what they're going to do.
Well, I'm glad to be back. It's been a long time since I've been on, I feel, except for when my spring break interruption.
Yeah, that's right, because you were gone down spring break. Yeah, we were off 2 weeks. We're on again. You missed that one, and then we were off another week because last week, what was going on last week? Oh, it was the day after April Fool's was the problem.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they kind of sucked all the funny out of the news cycle. By Thursday, they were like, we're not doing funny this week. And I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, literally, like, I was like, I'll just hold over stuff from last week for this week. I think like three, maybe 3.
All right.
Like, maybe.
We'll just do the best we can. That's all anybody can expect from us. We'll get a participation award after this show.
Yeah, exactly. We got a question from the floor. Where's Christine? So she texted and said she just is now getting to the grocery store. She's shopping.
What?
It's a shopping emergency.
She knows we have a show, right? Like a certain time.
I think so. I don't think she's really too worried about it. You know?
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
not until the money rolls in.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, which is going to be never at the rate it's been going so far. But, yeah, we got some emergency shopping for cucumbers. It's funny you mentioned that. That's actually relevant to a news article that we got. So that's coming up later on. But yeah, we could. We should probably just jump right into it, but we could do it by starting out talking about the eclipse that happened.
Yeah,
because that's a lot of eclipse. So this Tuesday, unfortunately, I'd already I reserved a spot at a friend of mine's house who had a farm that was going right underneath the eclipse. And I did it in 2017 when I was stuck in traffic coming back from Nashville. And this was years before Dill and his wife decided to buy a farm themselves that was coincidentally also in the path of the eclipse.
Yes, of course.
So I didn't get a chance to go hang out with you guys because I was already committed. But it looks like you guys had a lot of fun at your place.
Oh yeah, we did have some fun. It was a lot of fun. We had a bunch
Yeah.
of people here, people playing music. I was drinking a lot of beer and whiskey, but I did get to see the eclipse, so I didn't, pull a concert, old 1980s concert where you pass out before you see the main event. I didn't do any of that. I saw the whole thing.
Yeah, definitely like a trying though. Right?
It was pretty awesome. Yeah.
It was really cool because like the weather forecast for the 5 days before and the 5 days since have just been like hot garbage. Like
Trash.
it's like
Trash.
all the clouds. Yeah. Like I can't believe that it actually like cleared up at all, but it did. We got to where we were going. We were in Ohio, about 100 miles away from you guys, and the forecast was for clouds all day long, but they were like the high, like sort of wispy, like torn up clouds, and the sun shone through it no problem, so we got to see it the whole time.
Did you guys have totality over there too?
Yep, we did. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's real cool.
Yeah, it was neat.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that before ever. So
yeah, that was my second
awesome.
one, and it's really fun. Like, because if you haven't seen it, it doesn't sound like it's much, especially if you've seen a partial eclipse, because you'll be, hanging out in the driveway or whatever, and you can be looking through a strainer or a pinhole camera or whatever, and they're like, yeah, there goes about half the sun, and then that's it. And I saw there was a great XKCD comic about it where it was showing like how awesome the eclipse is relative to how much of the sun has gone away. And it's like, basically it's like nothing until you get to 100%, and then it like skyrockets because it's totally like, even with like 1% to go, it just kind of looks a little weird. It's like, is the sun like, what's going on with it? And then it hits and you're like, what just happened? Oh my God.
Yeah. Our chickens went inside their little roost and the birds got quiet. It was a whole thing, man.
I pulled an article that. Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Some people were saying that it makes them feel weird. I couldn't tell because I was getting drunk, but
it's making me feel weird.
The chickens probably felt weird.
Yeah, I pulled an article along the lines of a guy who he actually made eclipse glasses for his chicken, and then during the eclipse, it dropped an egg. Yeah, it laid an egg right on.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Did you get any eclipse eggs?
Yeah, we're selling them on Etsy for a lot of money. Lots of money. You sign up, we got plenty of eclipse eggs.
You open them up, and it's only part of the yolk. Like the rest of it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. There's no yolk, really.
Yeah. We had a good time. So we were in rural Ohio for this. And the funniest thing, because I remember this from so I was down in Tennessee before, same thing happened. So we're about 2 minutes into totality, and I hear one of my friend's neighbors shooting the eclipse, like gunshots. Oh, bang, 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 bang. And I'm like, oh.
Very Midwest.
It's a thing you do.
Bring it down.
Yeah, the eclipse, I'm going to shoot it.
You'd think the Midwest was just Texas North, I think. Like shooting stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. So they're saying its lag is apparently due to me, and I do keep seeing that. So here, I'm going to try something real quick. It might screw.
Right,
I'm going to leave it.
It's
alone.
An eclipse of your internet is what we're seeing.
Yeah, exactly. If this thing is only half working, I'm going to actually just be okay with that because, man. But
half is better than none.
That's a good question. Did the eclipse die from being shot at? And not that I could tell. It seemed like it was okay. It survived being shot.
It came back. The sun came back. The moon.
Yeah, the sun came back. Thanks God. So yeah, like to describe it to people, it's kind of like, I know that like nobody tore a hole in the sky and stole the sun, but goddamn, it felt like it. Even knowing that's not what happened. And I was thinking about that, and like, just imagine if you like had no idea it was coming. And like, I actually had a video of it coming up where like somebody drove by my friend's farm like about 30 seconds before it happened, like just going down the road, like do.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, I gotta believe they had no idea it was coming. So, So even though I know it's like, man, it really felt kind of weird. And then thinking about like, what if we worshiped the sun? And we were like, oh, damn, the sun is gone. Bring it back. And we all like started praying right there. It would come back real quick. We'd be like, wow, it worked.
Well, I was pretty happy the sun came back because my sacrifice escaped and ran off. So we had no way to, worship the sun. So I don't know.
Yeah, were you going to sacrifice the head that lives in your barn? Was it that you're going to do?
Nah, we invited him back, but he never showed up.
You guys are so ungrateful. I tell you what. But so let's go ahead. I'm going to shut a couple things down here just in case part of what's going on with my lagginess is my thing. I think it's the internet though. Anyway, and let's jump to the first story, which is kind of related to what we were talking about.
Oh, here we go. Broadcast clip of a man's testicles during eclipse coverage. Oh, Mexican news outlet accidentally broadcast the clip of a man's testicles during eclipse coverage.
So we had
it
this.
Says Donald Trump. They sure that wasn't a Donald Trump ad?
We do know that there is a guy who speaks, I think, in Spanish, is claiming responsibility for it, but I mean, nobody really seems to know. Nobody else is claiming responsibility, so there's a good chance it's him and not Donald Trump.
One way to find out. See them testicles.
Yeah, he said he filmed it back in 2017, and so what happened, the way it got on air was that Mexican News was doing a live hit for the eclipse, and they were doing user submitted articles. And so, and apparently they didn't watch all the way to the end. So I got the video. We're gonna watch it, based on the grounds that I don't really know that that's a nutsack. So like, that's not going to violate anything since I don't know. So here's the video. It's 29 seconds long. We don't need to have the
extra testicle.
Yeah, the scrotal eclipse. Anyway, so this is the actual
news people down there,
right? So they're watching it, and then they put the video on here. Now I think this is it coming up. So this is the video. They cut to this.
Laggy. There's
Oh, there we go.
Oh no.
I mean, that could be anything.
It could have been anything.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, they're giving it chicken. We let's take a look again.
Let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna try to
match
it.
Yeah, no telling.
There it is.
No telling. Yeah. So anyway,
see, mine's a cutout heart. So it's way different than. I mean, it might have just been a cutout heart. It's eclipsing my face. But it's a heart. Hair. So you perverts don't think it's something else. Yeah. That's probably what that was.
That's probably what that was. Yeah. So our nutsack experts are weighing in the chat.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know. We don't know if it was a nutsack or not. It does suspiciously look like one. For sure, but
it seemed to have a few stray hairs hanging from it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it was like it's like your little toy, and it was like sticky, and it rolled on some hair.
Yeah. That's awesome. That guy is like super famous now. I bet. If
so he said that he filmed it in 2017, and he did not know how it got on the live broadcast. The live broadcast guy said that they were basically taking submissions from anybody, and so somebody just threw that one in there. The really funny part is it's entirely possible that nobody knew, because I mean, unless you watched to the end of that clip, it's like,
Yeah. Well, they cut it off pretty quick there.
Well, it was funny too, is I don't know if you could tell the women immediately knew what it was.
That guy was like, what's that?
He's just moving along. He's like, man, that could be anything. Women are like, ah.
Oh my God.
So anyway, that was my favorite one right there. The other cool thing that happened was the following, right after the eclipse.
Oh, let's see. Searches for eye pain after solar eclipse spike after people stare at the sun. Oh, man. Did we not know? You were told, do not look directly into the sun every 5 minutes until this thing was over.
Yeah, like I'm all for not, don't give authority the benefit of the doubt and all that. But sometimes the possible like drawbacks of authority being correct are a lot more severe than just going along with it. And at any rate, a lot of people seem to have learned that firsthand. So it just ended up being true. I saw this roll out right after, and I was like, oh, that could be a hoax. No, that actually happened. It spiked online. So yeah. I guess a lot of people get. Yeah, that's how it goes.
And they had those cheap non-ISO glasses they were selling.
Yeah, or even worse, they would have been looking in the wrong end of it, which was the other problem we had. I was giving people binoculars, and they were like turning around wrong. I'm like, whoa.
Oh, so like amplify it, right, and burn their
eyeballs out. They were eclipse binoculars, so maybe it would have filtered out. But at any rate, yeah, you definitely don't want to do that, because that'll just burn your eyeballs out. Doesn't work. But so at any rate, we've got this sort of follow up here. This was a really good roundup from our buddies at USA Today Fact Check.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Debunking misinformation conspiracy sparked by the 2024 solar eclipse. Fact check roundup.
Yeah.
Oh, that's USA Today, of course.
Of course. The fact check that looks up all the stuff. So these are pretty exceptionally dumb. I like them. We'll go down through the list here. Let's see. We'll get that blown up.
Where we go. Oh, claim. What's CERN will start
It's the Hadron Collider in Switzerland.
Oh, the CERN will start up April 8th to open a portal during the eclipse. Finally, we can escape this timeline and get somewhere else. Oh, it's false.
They're trying.
Dang it.
They're trying. That's false. Yeah, I know. I was disappointed too. I was like, man, maybe we can finally get out of here. No, it turns out
Nope.
that
Well, we're stuck.
I know. I was like, damn it. Okay, next one.
All right. Claim April 8th solar eclipse will cause 3 to 5 days of darkness. False. It's dark here right now.
Although it has been raining like crazy. So not entirely false, but it's not because the sun went out. It's because it's been cloudy the whole time. Let me get this one.
Yeah. Here's a claim. NASA is launching 3 rockets at 3 moons during the eclipse.
Right. Which begs the question. Now, they did launch 3 rockets during the eclipse to measure part of the eclipse, but I don't know where the other 2 moons came from.
What? Okay. Well, I think
there's only one, right?
I think this is true.
Well, sort of.
Do we have 3 moons, maybe?
Do we? I don't know. Yeah, I haven't counted lately. I'll check out. If the sun
get these claims.
I don't know. Well, you know how it is that like some dude will say it on like Twitter and get like 20 likes, and then they find it. There's a couple of good ones though. This one's pretty funny.
Eclipse crosses 7 cities named Nineveh, crosses 2017 eclipse path in Little Egypt, Illinois. Nineveh, by the way, is just down the road from me here in Indiana, and it did cross that Nineveh. That's where I grew up. So
okay, cool. Well, the fact check
happened though.
No, well, I mean, other than the sun went out, but yeah, it says it crossed 2 Ninevehs.
Partly false, it says.
Yeah, 2 Ninevehs got crossed the other 7. It did say that the paths did cross in Little Egypt, Illinois, wherever the heck that is. So good for them.
Well, who cares if it crosses 20 Ninevehs? What is it? It's like
I don't know.
Were you done for then?
I don't know.
Maybe Nineveh is spelled different than the one I'm from. So.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that doesn't count. I don't know what happens. Maybe does the name matter? Good question. Then we get this one.
Oh, a Birdman was seen days before the solar eclipse. Cool. That's false.
Yeah, no, nobody saw a bird. Well, I mean, that we know of. Nobody saw a real Birdman. And then this is really good.
3 rockets, the same 3 rockets being launched by NASA during eclipse are part of a sex magic ritual. Woo-hoo!
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Finally.
Yeah. No, thank God NASA's finally getting to the good stuff.
Finally, something that I'm into. All right, so how will you have sex when these things are launched into the air?
Well, it didn't say. It just said that there's no evidence that the rockets that NASA was going to send up are sexual and magical or anything else.
Maybe NASA was looking for the testicles,
the scrotum. Yeah, they were trying to land a probe on the balls. Yeah. That's a good.
There's so many rocket jokes right there we're not going to get into. Family show, right? I don't know if it is or not.
Family adjacent. Anyway.
Here we go. National Guard, FEMA, hazmat teams were never activated for a solar eclipse before 2024.
Yeah.
False.
Apparently, they're always activated. Yeah, they did. In fact, it was funny. I think like Alabama or somebody declared a state of emergency for the next 3 days. I was like, the traffic's going to be bad, but hopefully not that bad.
Get that federal money.
Yeah, that's what it is. You're right. That's it. Get my federal grants. Yeah, that's it. Then we got this is a pretty good one.
Oh, sun and moon will not be aligned for the 2024 eclipse. That's false. I know that for a fact.
Turns out, in order to have an eclipse, you got to line them up, and in particular,
they were definitely aligned.
Moon has to be in front of the sun, otherwise it doesn't work.
So, I saw it.
Yeah, and then I think that was all the super dumb ones there. And do I have another eclipse one? Or am I going to bumper this? So I don't have another eclipse one, but I got a segue. Another fact check.
A satanic themed Happy Meal. No image. No, absolutely not. Image was generated, started as a joke.
Yeah.
Is it a joke? So there's not going to be a satanic themed Happy Meal?
No. And so we did find a link to it. Where was it?
Where's the?
Yeah, here we go. This is the image. What do you think?
Oh, well, that might bring me back to McDonald's. I don't want that. I mean, obviously it's fake. Look how big that statue is. They're not going to.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, they don't have toys that good. Yeah, actually, that's I think that's a miniature from like the original like Dungeons and Dragons miniature set, isn't it? I'm sure somebody in the comments will be able to tell me for sure if it is or not. I think that's what that is.
It looks like it would be. I don't remember, but
Yeah.
that Big Mac or whatever that thing is looks. I'd eat that. What is that? It's got the
Baphomet.
blood of the innocents on it. It's got to taste good.
I gotta assume it's a spicy chicken burger, but I don't actually know. It could be lava. Also,
hey, McDonald's, look at this. This is an opportunity waiting to happen.
Yeah. Oh, it's a bigger, blacker Mac. Well, that's the branding they should have gone with.
Yes. Well, maybe that's on the other side of the box. I mean, it's not over yet.
Right. Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, if you turn it around, it's like there's a nutsack or something coming from the top. I don't know.
I can promise you I would buy this Happy Meal or whatever.
I would too, actually. They should get on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They should totally do it. But no, it turns out currently the current Happy Meal theme is called Just Dance. And it's about people dancing. Not the underworld.
I'm not going to go get that one.
Yeah, I know. Me neither. I'm going to sit that one. I'm going to wait till a better one comes along. But anyway, fact check for you. Now we all know.
Well, I'm glad we cleared that up. Yeah, AMC exec. We wouldn't have made the Dune popcorn bucket if we had known you'd be sickos about it. Well, I mean, look at it. The first thing I thought of.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know what, I mean, it does look like some part of human anatomy. I'm not really sure which exactly. People who are more informed than I could probably check it out. But yeah, we covered this about a month ago. This was to celebrate the release of Dune 2 in AMC theaters nationwide. They released a special popcorn bucket that looks like a gaping asshole. I think. Or something coming out of a gaping asshole.
Gotten stuck in there, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, sticking their hand in there for popcorn or whatever.
Or something. Yeah, exactly.
So you got to fist that thing to get your popcorn out.
Yeah, you got to just get it in there. You know, popcorn's stuck. Gosh. It's not coming out. Hold on. I got to get some help here. Stick your hand in there. Yeah, so at any rate, AMC, not quite an apology. I don't really think they're sorry anyway. Now, the one thing though is like maybe they didn't know this was going to happen, but like normally, like when they're signing off on marketing campaigns, like there's usually like 50 people in a boardroom somewhere. They'll have to say like, okay, anybody see any trouble with this? This looks good. It's not weird or anything. Everybody's like, no.
Nobody said no, but there might have been some snickering going on.
I feel like there had to be. In fact, I mean, I got to bet that at least one guy was like, it does look like an asshole, but that could be marketing gold. Is probably how it went down, unless they were.
Well, I think this weak apology or whatever this is the same thing. Like, let's ride that wave because it's calling everybody sickos, including me. Because I thought that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. How dare you think that that's actually a part of an anatomy? So yeah. I don't know. But anyway, so AMC wants to know that you are a perverted weirdo and you should feel bad. And but
like extra butthole with your popcorn, and there it is.
Keep coming to the movie theater anyway. Well, okay, Dave. So we'll get right on it.
So good.
All right, so along the same lines, might as well just go here.
What's it? Oh, a brief history of dildos. That's what? That looks like a club.
Yeah, well, we actually talked about this thing. So you remember they found this. This was in the news cycle not that long ago, and the question that was coming up is exactly like, so the museum that was housing this object and potentially the people who discovered it were under the impression that it was a darning tool for knitting. Remember when and asked your wife, who is a knitting expert, whether or not that was a darning tool, and she's like, well.
She said the word darn, but it wasn't about knitting. I promise you that.
I mean, apparently anything's a darning tool if you're brave enough, is what I'm guessing.
Yes,
so,
yes.
They finally reclassified it. It's a dildo, as it turns out, as every woman who saw this picture knew automatically it was definitely not. Well, I mean, maybe it was a tool for something else, but.
Is it like beginner's side and advanced side? I mean.
I think so. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I'd say, that's probably what's going on here. Or it's like, or it's, you can level up. Like that's what these are. I guess. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I know how this works.
How many rings on that tree?
Yeah. So they said that, also they said it shrunk, by the way. It used to be bigger. So 2,000 years ago anyway. The key takeaway in the article has been sort of interesting, and relevant, which is that now that they've realized that, well, there were just a lot of dildos in the world, that they've gone back through museum collections to try to identify things that probably were actually dildos and misclassified, like this object here.
Yeah. Wow.
Science.
Hey, 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
That's where the phrase hard wood came from, I think.
Oh, probably. I
Sporting
mean,
Woody. Sporting Woody. There it
you're
is.
carrying it around. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think they said the oldest thing that they think they got was they have a 28,000-year-old one now, which they said is labeled in the museum as ice art clearly male now.
Oh. Hey, what's that Bible quote? Thou madest to thyself images of men and didst commit whoredom with them. Oh,
whoredom.
God.
Whoredom.
Well, there you go.
That's a word you don't hear very often.
16, 17. I'm going to try to remember that. Maybe I'll put that
on
the shirt.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably a great paragraph. I mean, taken out of context. What else does it say? I'm not going to look it up, but I bet it's
good. The Bible has now, said that is a dildo. So,
oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, committing whoredom. Yeah. So, all right. So anyway, I thought we'd bring that back up again because can't pass up a good dildo article.
Taking a fart walk after dinner can be good for your health. I mean, every walk could be a fart walk. It doesn't have to be after dinner.
You can have a fart sit on the couch or yeah. So apparently there is some truth to this, but the provenance of it's a little bit weird. There's a cookbook author who's the self-proclaimed queen of fiber. So this is sort of up her alley, if you get what I mean.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
She says that that if you want, it would help your digestion if after eating, after about an hour later, you go for a fart walk to kind of, get all that stuff out of there. But then the part she says at the end is that it'll cure diabetes.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
There you go. The cure for diabetes.
Yeah, I don't know about curing diabetes, but the rest of it sounds okay. You get a little walk in,
I mean, it can't hurt.
No, probably
might hurt the person behind you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if somebody's following too close, it might hurt somebody.
It's called crop dusting up here in the Midwest.
That's right. Yeah, in the same way. So yeah, so I'm gonna try this out later. I'm gonna go have dinner and I'm gonna go for a walk. Although it's probably gonna be pouring down buckets of rain. But
it says 10 minutes of fart walking.
10-minute fart walk. Yes, 10 minutes. Not 15. That's too many. No, actually, they didn't say that.
Is there a technique you got to use? I mean, is there a special move?
Well, let's see. It needs to be motion, walking around. You're just kind of moving stuff up. Although there's an interesting statement here because this never happened to me. It says that might explain why you often feel so damn bloated after eating on an airplane or a train. And that's not ever happened.
Move around.
Before. So I don't know. I mean, maybe that's a thing.
You can fart on an airplane.
I've
heard you can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, you have to pay a $25 fee though if you're on like Spirit Airlines. Because it's not free. You can't do that, sir. You owe us now.
They're taxing everything. So
yeah, they are. I don't actually have any trouble. Well, I also don't eat on airplanes. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what's going on.
So, right, I can't afford it.
Yeah, exactly. I can't sit in the. I don't want to pay $2,000 for a subpar meal up in first class. So. But yeah, so anyway,
I'll just take a walk up to first class if I got a fart on a plane, and then I'll leave it up there with them.
Take a fart and walk to first class. Yeah, the airplane.
That's a special gift to you from the coach people in the back. Enjoy.
We just want to share this with you. All right. Yes.
Oh my goodness! Rejected burrito restaurant at AI commercial. It already looks great.
Oh wait, I gotta give it back on. So
that's awesome already.
This is an AI generated video. I normally don't like to show these because everybody like, look what the AI did. Yeah, we know the AI is funny. Well, this one's actually pretty good. This is a guy who wanted to do one for his own local burrito shop because he thought they just weren't punchy enough. Because I think it was called what do you say it was? It's It's a family-owned. Actually, so I guess it's Nito Burrito is what it's called. It's family-owned. He feels like they're not doing well competing with Chipotle, so he said, "Hey, AI, can you put together kind of an edgy commercial for me?" And this is what it came up with, and it's actually not bad. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
I like the The temple's a nice touch.
That's badass.
I like it.
Look at that. Oh my god. Yes.
Show us some feet.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah, I think they need to run this as an actual commercial.
to,
Yeah, I know. The comments are
I need
like,
to
yeah.
research on how to do an AI commercial for Strange Brew a very
Oh,
similar
yeah.
way. Let's.
I actually, your wife popped up in the chat, said the same thing. I can help you out with that, by the
Oh,
way. We'll talk
yeah,
after.
please do. I know maybe we'll
Yeah.
show it on here. We'll make it the
Yeah.
worst
Okay.
coffee shop commercial that's ever been.
Yeah. We'll see what we come up with. Yeah, I like it. So
Strange
we'll
Brew
give that a shot.
coffee, the
Yeah.
original, right over here.
Yeah. Yeah. Get online and order that stuff. Let's see here. Oh, and then okay. So these are mostly
That
topical.
was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Endless AI generated Family Guy stream in chaos with cannibalism, and Lois is birthing eggs. I don't. What is this? They have a continually running Family Guy AI stream.
Yeah, so it's actually fairly interesting. You can go on there. It's not very widely watched, even though they got some great coverage. So I actually had this queued up to go 4 weeks ago, and I was like, man, I hope they're still doing it. It's still going. It's been running the whole time. It started in November, and it's been running 24/7 the whole time. And it sounds like basically what they did is they said, generate me Family Guy, but we're going to give you the plot prompts. So let's go check out and see what they're doing, like literally right this second, because it's been running for 5 months. So here we go. What do we
To
got?
blow your minds?
I can't believe I'm related to this man.
Now listen up, you bunch of sick fucks. I'm gonna give you a real treat tonight.
This is just getting worse.
No translations for you. Gotta keep you guessing, you dirty sluts.
Oh man.
Hey, yo, can I just say how much I love basketball?
This is Cleveland talking about basketball.
I mean, I don't really care about the sport, but those basketballs, man. The way they bounce, the texture, the smell of fresh leather. It's like heaven. I spend hours just looking at them, admiring their perfect spherical shape.
Oh my
When I
gosh.
hold a basketball in my hands, I feel a connection like we're meant to be together.
I can't understand why nobody watches
sleep
this.
with a basketball next to me.
I don't know that
just to
anybody
feel
does.
its presence.
Once in a while, they'll pop one out
I've
that's like
collected
hilarious.
so many
This is not one of those.
basketballs over the years; they fill up my entire basement. I've got basketballs of every size, color,
Man.
and brand. I even have
We
some
landed
signed
on
by
this one.
famous players.
Come on, go to the next one.
I've named each one of them. You know, they're like my own little family.
Oh my gosh.
My true passion.
All right,
This is live right now. Is this live right now?
It's live right now. Yeah, it's on. Oh wait, here we go. What do we got here?
Apologies,
God's
and
divine justice. All right.
I need to apologize to all the people I struck down earlier. I was really hungover and cranky. Sorry about that, folks. But you know what? I'm not done with my apologies yet. Drive. Hardman, you absolute piece of shit. How dare you insult Karen the manager? She's just doing her job, you fucking moron. But God, I didn't mean to. Shut the fuck up, Hardman. I've had enough of your bullshit excuses. You think you can just disrespect people and get away with it? Well, not on my watch.
Oh my, looks like God's gonna Smith drive. Hardman, this is gonna be better than when I take a peek at those young boys through my window.
Yikes.
That's right, Herbert. Prepare to be smitten, you pathetic excuse for a doctor. No, please, God, I'm sorry. I'll never insult anyone again, I swear. Too late, Hardman. Prepare for divine punishment.
Oh my, this is getting exciting. I can't wait to see Hardman stuff.
And there it goes, Smith.
Smith.
Okay, well, there it is.
Yeah.
Good evening, Quahog. I'm Lois Griffin.
Okay. Anyways, it turns out my middle kid Chance is like all about Family Guy, so I'm gonna send him this, and I'll probably never see him again. He's just gonna watch it the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think these guys need to worry about AI taking over their show.
I think they're you're good. You got there's ways to go here. They think they're gonna be safe for a little while. Yeah, exactly.
Ford Bronco Sports. O.J. Simpson recalled on the same day. Oh, look at that. Isn't that coincidental?
It's boy, you want to talk about, like we were talking earlier about accidentally good marketing. So O.J. Simpson died earlier today. He had cancer for a while. Turns out he's been denying he had cancer for months now, but turns out he was lying about that. Go figure. At any rate, completely coincidentally, the Ford Motor Company has recalled the current new models of the Ford Bronco because the fuel injectors might explode. Good timing, Ford.
That's a marketing genius thing they set up there, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, they should definitely have done something like, they should have done an homage to him or something, or just like, you want to try to run from the cops, Ford Bronco,
Yeah, please drive very, very slowly to the dealership to have your Ford
yeah,
Bronco fixed.
15 miles an hour. Don't go any faster than that. Make sure you're on national TV while you do it. So, yeah, a little bit of accidental guerrilla marketing there. That's all I got there for that one. Then
moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Stranded sailors rescued from tiny Pacific island after making help sign with leaves. This is like a movie.
It is like a movie. Yeah, they're gonna show right there. It is right
Whoa.
there. Yeah, they went out on Easter Sunday for a 3-hour tour. Or well, they didn't really say that, but it could have been. And didn't come back. Had been missing this entire time, and had the bright idea somebody had watched Gilligan's Island, and decided to spell out health. But actually.
So there's a little shack there. It looks like.
Yes.
Did they make a shed?
Yeah,
wow,
they did,
survivors.
Yeah, they did. They said they had plenty of food. I guess they brought a lot with them or something, but they said they were fine. They just really wanted off the damn island because they've been there since Sunday. Or actually Sunday a week ago. So they were there for 10 days.
Oh, how many of the crew got eaten is what I want to know.
They are all rescued. There's only 3 of them. So well, that's what they said. Maybe there were 7.
There was only 3 of them.
Yeah, we just got their word for it. I don't know. Maybe 7 guys went out. I don't know.
Yeah.
The rescue copter or the plane that spotted it did say that that's literally the only reason they would have noticed it is that somebody spells out help in giant ass letters on the beach. You go check that out because
that's a telltale sign.
Yeah, usually something's up. Yeah, I originally had thought that they had stolen this from an episode of Gilligan's Island, but I was doing research before the show and discovered that Gilligan actually had written SOS and had accidentally spelled out SOL, which is pretty close to the same thing. At least nowadays.
Yeah.
In the 60s, it didn't mean anything, but yeah.
So nobody would have looked at this island except for this?
No, they said they would have not have stopped. They would have no idea, but somebody saw a giant sign saying help, and they're like, well, we gotta go look at this. Let's see what's going on. Yes. Hopefully they took it down. Otherwise, people are stopping there all the time now. Yeah. But yeah, so pretty wild. Yeah, they're all good and accounted for, unless there were actually more than 3 guys on that boat, in which case.
Well, good for those guys getting saved.
Yeah, that's pretty smart. Right
Miracles do happen.
Somebody watch Gilligan's Island. That's what happened there. And then we got... Oh, yeah,
Here we go. Tennessee passes chemtrail bill banning airborne chemicals. How else are we supposed to get our vaccines?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. They also banned plants that grow vaccines, by the way, which is a thing, I guess. Anyway, they banned it. So if you're in Tennessee and you wanted to eat lettuce with COVID vaccine in it, you can't. It's illegal. But anyway.
Where's that island? Maybe I want to go live there.
We could go back. Yeah, Tennessee has completely lost its damn full mind in recent years and has been passing all kinds of crazy ass laws. This one was fairly interesting because what they actually said they passed is you're not allowed to put, let me actually pull the exact words up here. Let's go here. The intentional release, the injection, release, or dispersion of chemicals into the air does not mention chemtrails, but that would count. It also broadly prohibits affecting temperature, weather, or the intensity of the sunlight.
Ooh, so they're going to sue the moon because the temperature dropped when it got in front of the sun.
That's right. The moon is in big trouble.
The moon is in trouble.
That might be why they passed this. It was a week before.
What do they have a law against the virus carrying mosquitoes that the government's releasing and all that?
Oh no, they haven't gotten around to it yet. What I like about this though is that they said they were pretty clearly referencing chemtrails, but they asked the guy who wrote the bill, or whoever that is, and he said, "No, it's not chemtrails. It'd be anything." He's like, "It's not specifically chemtrails." And they're like, "Well, what specifically is it?" He's like, putting stuff in the air to, ostensibly one of the things they're going after is there's an experimental concept that, like, if we can't stop this global warming thing, if we spray a bunch of crap into the air, create some fake clouds that'll lower the temperature of the planet. But I don't know, that's a little risky because, man, you don't want to screw that up.
So do they still have those? Remember those trucks that would drive around and spray for mosquitoes? Like that's still a thing kind of here in Indiana. But so that's putting chemicals in the air. I don't know if that's still a thing or not, but
I've never seen them around here, but we have bats. And I think they eat the mosquitoes. Like, that's not that we don't have mosquitoes, but we don't have a lot.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him recently, so maybe that's a thing of the past where they used to gas us with the mosquito spray.
It was DDT. I'm pretty sure is what it was. They're just handing it out.
Mm.
What I like about this article is that so they couldn't get the GOP was big on this one. So the 5 Democrats that are still in the legislature decided to add a rider to make sure that whatever this bill is going to prevent, it also protects Bigfoot.
Yes, yes. I'm with this now.
Yeah,
we do need to protect Bigfoot.
Yeah, it said also we need to protect Yetis, Sasquatch, or Bigfoot from whatever this conspiracy is, just in case it might affect Bigfoot, Sasquatch, or Yetis.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
save the Yetis.
Save the Yetis, the Tennessee Yetis, all 1,000
Tennessee Yetis. Oh, you better save them. They're rare.
Save them. Yeah. So anyway, what does this bill do? I don't know. It's passing. So get ready. One of the running jokes is that it's actually going to prevent you from like using a combustion engine is what it sounds like. We'll see how that goes. They already banned that too, by the way. They don't want you to. Yeah, they don't want you to use electric cars down there either. So yeah. Anyway, it's a third world country. Let's just leave it at that. Let's see. And then we got this though, other state stuff.
You'll never guess which state court just approved religious exemptions from abortion bans.
Can you guess?
Indiana.
It's Indiana.
No, Alabama.
It's Indiana.
It is Indiana. It's
so
it's us.
It is. Yeah. So Indiana outlawed abortion and thinking about abortions. You can't even think about it. In fact, I think you already are now in line for a felony conviction because we're talking about it and you're in Indiana.
Thanks for setting me up.
Well, I wasn't the plan, but but there's a way to get around it though. You can do what these guys did. So a bunch of Jewish churches or synagogues or fades, I don't know how it breaks down because I'm privy to it, but they filed a lawsuit saying that not being able to get an abortion is a violation of religious freedom, which is for some reason the strongest law that Indiana has ever passed. And I'm not kidding.
Religious Freedom Act.
Yeah, they have a religious freedom that says that the state of Indiana is not allowed to do literally anything as long as you can say it violates your religious beliefs.
Yep. And right after they passed that, this guy, the Church of Cannabis.
The Church of Cannabis deal popped right up. And he's like, hey, guess what? My church,
this guy. Yeah, it's true. He was fighting for the rights. We still don't have legal marijuana.
Yeah. So it went to the state Supreme Court in Indiana, and they ruled that yes, it turns out that if religious freedom is infringed by an abortion ban, then there's a carve out. So that means that if your religion says that you believe in abortions, you can have one. And so now if you're Jewish in Indiana, you can get an abortion.
Well, there it is. Yeah, I mean, they really want this Religious Freedom Act to stay because it originally was set up to stop, I think, gay marriages, maybe, and there was a lot of that involved.
Gay marriage cakes or something.
Cakes, no cakes.
No gay cakes.
Yeah, it was very important, but now they're like, well, we did pass it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a mess. It's a hot mess around here.
It is. It's a hot mess everywhere, but that's okay. So anyway, there's a little bit of good news there. And then since I was like, okay, well, since we're in the political weeds already, we'll just go one more here.
Ooh, Trump's lawyers subpoenaed the wrong Jeremy Rosenberg before hush money trial. I don't have any files for you.
So there's a guy named Jeremy Rosenberg that's somehow tied up in the hush money trial that's going to come out Monday. It looks like the way things are going. I don't happen to remember because I cannot track the 91 different counts against Trump, and I can't keep it all straight. But there's a guy named Jeremy Rosenberg they've been trying to reach, and so they tried to subpoena information from him, and he wrote back literally. He just says, "I don't have any files for you. Go away." And then Trump's attorney complained to the court that Jeremy Rosenberg was being incredibly flippant and not treating the demand seriously. And so then they went back and checked to find out why, and he's like, "Because it's not me."
It's a different Jeremy Rosenberg. Is that
right?
Yeah,
he's some other guy. Yeah, it's not the same guy. Yeah, so he was not kidding. Yeah, so there you go. You're gonna. Yeah,
he did not have any files for them. That's for sure.
No, he didn't. So he wasn't being flippant at all. He just like, well, what else do you want me to tell you? I don't have anything.
I'm surprised they didn't drag him down to the local jail cell.
That would have been great. Like throw him in jail for 3 days and bring him out in front of the judge. Yeah. You're like, well, how come you haven't produced the documents? I'm just like, it's not me. I don't have any.
It's not me. I told you once.
Yeah, I don't have anything. So yeah, I like that one. That was
He's probably got some White House files hidden in his house, though. I promise you, we all do.
Oh yeah, we all do.
Pet parents use drone to search for missing husky and discover him playing with bears. Oh, isn't that sweet?
Yeah, here we go.
And
We gotta find
what
this.
does a dog playing with bears look like?
Oh,
Is
let's
it
see here.
what
I
they
got it.
think?
It's on the Instagram. Let's see here.
Oh, I can't wait.
Here we go. Let's zoom in here. I won't unmute it because it's got. But anyway, yeah, like check it out. There it is. So they found the drone. There's the dog in the middle with 3 bears. I don't know if you can see that very well.
Oh, it's like a Goldilocks story. 3 bears.
Yeah, kind of.
But
Yeah, there's 2 bears.
Those bears
here.
aren't eating the dog.
No, I think they're just confused. See the dog? The dog's like, hey, let's go.
That
Let's go.
dog doesn't care. He's sniffing butts. He's saying
Sniffing butts.
hello in a nice way.
Yeah. Yeah, the
That's
bears
so
are like,
weird.
who is this asshole? This is great. The dog is like, hey, what, you want to play? Bear's like, no, go away. No, go away.
Look at
No,
that.
go away.
Get away from me, dog. Those people are that bears are just as irritated with the dog as the owners are.
It's really, they were trying to figure out he ran away, and they're like, wonder why he hasn't come back. Well, he's gotten adopted by a pack of bears.
Well, that's pretty smart to send the drone out instead of one of the family members to try to get this dog back.
Well, especially when this is what you find. It's like, he's done what? Oh my God.
He belongs to the bears now.
Yeah, he does.
Those bears are looking up the drone like, please come get your dog. We won't bite you.
Come get it. We're tired. He's wearing us out. We're so tired.
Dog is irritating.
Oh my God, come get this thing.
That is hilarious.
Oh yeah, that kind of take us out. This is a little cute thing from Evansville, Indiana. It's Ty the cat.
Hey, Indiana again. Fat cat makes a splash and takes a swim in Evansville.
Swimming down while growing leaps and bounds in his swimming skills. While the story will make you smile, there's an important message all animal owners need to hear. 14's Caroline Clapp takes us to the Canine Aquatic Center in Evansville to see Ty the cat in action.
I have to know.
We'll never know.
Oh. That cat seems so happy.
That is a cat swimming in a pool. This is video of Ty's first swim lesson at the Canine Aquatic Center in Evansville about 7 weeks ago.
He loves it. He loves it.
The building hurting.
And here's how he's looking now.
There he goes.
Certified canine therapist Laura Novak says Ty has come a long way.
He's a very good kitty cat because I think he tolerates it better than about 98% of any other cats.
99.99.
How many cats they putting in this pool?
No, they said he was the first one.
This is what he looked like then.
Oh,
there he is.
That big boy.
30 pounds cat. That's heavy.
He's more pissed off that he had to work out than anything.
Yeah.
Humane Society says they tried the typical cat exercises with Ty and they just weren't working. So they reached out to the Canine Aquatic
Just
Center.
throw him in the water.
And they made a very special exception for Ty.
This place is specifically designed for animals.
Yeah, for dogs specifically, but they're like, well, we'll throw a cat in there, see what happens.
DHS raised more than $1,000 to fund the therapy.
We asked for donations to help Ty, and the community came in and really helped us out.
So now Ty is here twice a week swimming laps in the canine pool.
Swimming laps.
$1,000 to
put a cat in a pool. At least he likes it. Look, he looks like he's having a good time.
Wanders around and acts like he owns the place.
Ty has swimmed down close to 5 pounds.
Pretty good.
When you take in body percentage, 15-20% of his body.
$1,000 well spent.
Yeah, that's what Ozempic costs. You could just put the cat on Ozempic, couldn't you? But no,
so we're gonna $1,000 to slim down that cat from a shelter. Okay.
Yeah. Well, they didn't they had a fundraiser, and I guess people kicked in.
And
they're also hoping to get him adopted, and apparently a lot of people want to adopt him because they're like, I mean, I'm looking at this and like, man, like now I have one cat that will ride in the car with me and go to the bar and hang out. And that's great, but it doesn't swim, and I'm thinking, I wouldn't mind one of those.
Does your cat go in the bar with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it hangs out. Yeah,
everybody's cool with it. Like no big deal.
Yeah. Well, so they let dogs in there.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
So I found a kitten back in October, and I was like, what if I could train this cat to walk on a leash, ride in a car, and hang out at a bar? And it turns out, next
time I come down there, I'll bring a goat or a chicken or maybe both, and we'll just go in there.
Yeah, both, and then we can just turn them loose.
Oh yeah.
See what happens.
That'd be real fun.
Yeah.
Sure.
Definitely
The goats would be kind of fine. They just the goats are like dogs in a weird way. They just kind of hang around. But the chicken, I'm not sure.
Chickens, especially if I have the cat too, because the cat's going to be like Can I take it? Can I take down that chicken?
Yeah. Might disrupt the whole ecosystem that you're used to hanging out in.
The bar ecosystem. Yes, exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Wow. Cool. Well, all right, man.
Yeah.
$1,000 to slim down a cat. America's in a good spot.
Yeah. God bless America. Glad we can raise money for that. Meanwhile, no drinking water in Flint, Michigan for over 10 years, at least. But whatever.
Oh. Well, that's a big deal. All these lead pipes and stuff. I mean, I'm sure they're not the only place that are having these problems.
You know what they ought to do in Flint is be like, tell us how many fat cats are being infected by it, and then we'd have that cleared up, like in a week. Like, what? All the fat cats? No, not the fat cats. That's good. That would be the way to go. So, yeah. But cool. But yeah, that's
when's the next solar eclipse? When's the next totality?
I looked it up because a friend of mine wanted to come and she got sick. And we were driving up there and we'd already left her. She's like, so when's the next one? Maybe I'll catch the next one. And no, it's right now. It's right now. Oh my God. It's a scrotal eclipse. It just keeps happening.
Scrotal eclipse of the heart.
Yeah. It is a heart.
Close. Scrotal eclipse of the heart. I just kind of
think it was.
Yeah. So together.
Mr. Fuzzy Paws is correct. It is 2044. Not only that, it's Montana. And that's kind of it. Yeah. But between now and then, if you happen to live in New Zealand, you've done something wrong. There's going to be 3 there for whatever reason. And New Zealand's not that big, so I don't know how they looked up. But
I heard there's going to be a couple of years. That's probably the same one going through Iceland. But I looked, and the totality's way off the coast of Iceland.
Oh,
so
no, that's not going to work.
I know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to swim out in the ocean around Iceland.
Yeah.
That's
maybe
brutal.
If you had like more than one fat cat, and you could put attach them to a raft, they could haul you out there, and they lose all that weight.
Yeah. Maybe like my little oars or whatever.
You could charge $1,000 for each one of them. That would be
That'd
great.
Be awesome. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might turn on me and make me paddle them around as cats would do.
That is what they do, Yeah, so it looks like if you want to see another one of those again in your life, you better be ready to travel because they're not coming around here anytime soon. So, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, man, 2044, even though it's in Montana, that's still like, I'm going to be 71. I mean, I still plan on being here, but sometimes it's not up to me,
Right,
do what I can.
And who knows how America will be. We might be divided into different little countries. We might not be able to go over there. I don't know.
Well, it feels like that happened already.
Yeah. Well, other exciting news this week. My coffee shop turned 20 years old.
Nice.
So we've been in business for 20 years. And then there was an eclipse, so I think it's all related.
I think you're right. It is totally related. Yeah, in fact, on that note, too, we've started discussions on FARC turns 25 this year. And people have been saying for a while, we ought to do another big FARC party like the one we did in Vegas that was, we had hoped it would be epic. It turns out that without having to do anything official ourselves, the people who went had multiple epic times. Many stories, a couple of kids, few marriages. Nobody got arrested.
Get stickers. You got 5 years to get your stickers together.
Right. Exactly. So we announced it on the Total Fark there last night. Tentatively, the date's going to be October 12th in Lexington because if I have to put this together, I'm going to make it easy on myself. And people are like, oh, man, we got to go to Lexington. I'm like, well, first of all, it's nice. Second of all, you're going to have to travel anyway. That's just how that's going to go. It doesn't matter. So
Lexington is nice.
It is actually. If people haven't been here, don't realize what they're in for. It's going to be a lot of fun. And the horse races will be on, so we can all go lose money in the afternoon before going to a thing later in the evening. So, yeah.
And there's plenty of bourbon around that area.
Oh, yeah. So we're looking at October 12th for that. That's a Saturday. Probably be doing stuff, for the days before that. That's literally as much planning as I've done so far, other than just float it out. So mark your calendars and come on and join us. We are also taking nominations for famous Farkers you'd like to meet in person, because that seems to be what everybody wants to do anyway. Like, nobody cares about me. It's never been about me anyway. I know this. But a couple of the suggestions were fairly interesting, including they're like, can you see if you can find Bevitz? Which I won't go in for the people who don't know who Bevitz is. Don't worry about it. But I think I can because he's emailed me before. And assuming he's not dead, he'd probably come. He drinks. So, that's kind of the main prereq. He's a conservative Christian, or was. Funny thing about conservative Christians is that they don't manage to hold that belief system down for more than 10 or 15 years before they come into contact with cancer or a divorce or some other literal act of God that makes them question why they knew everything in the first place. So we'll see. I don't know. I haven't talked to
just in time for the FARC party.
Yes, exactly. So, think of who you'd like to meet from any cohort, and we're going to get a list of folks together, and then we're going to see if we can get some sponsorships together and get those guys there. So that could be a lot of fun.
Vote for Dill Hero. I gotta get my own vote stickers for me.
Yeah, that's right.
I have a few months to campaign.
Yep.
Vote Dill.
Vote Dill. That's right. So so that's coming.
Don't listen to Lucky's Lucky. He's got his own campaign.
Yeah, well, he's going to win by a landslide anyway. He's good. Yeah. So anybody who's really on the fence doesn't want to vote for Lucky 8 should vote for Dill.
Yeah, I want to be the one that disrupts the election. The independent.
There you go. Or throw it to somebody else who doesn't deserve it. Yeah. Well, I said in the note too, like we actually had got into conversations with there's a number of people who have been famous on FARC over the years, and one of them was Rick Romero, who used to do segments for a local TV station in LA. But all his segments was explaining technology to old people. Like, here's how to set the clock on your VCR to other than noon or whatever. And so we actually invited him to the Vegas FARC party, and we got a hold of him. And he politely declined, though. He said he was just we tried to convince him, and this is true, that he was afraid that he would go there and we would all mock him and stuff. And it turns out that probably wasn't going to happen, not in person anyways. Just showing up would have been cool. But I get it, because all we had actually ever done for years was mock the shit out of him on FARC. So I understand why he felt that way, but I think it would have worked out. So anyway, it's guys that. So we're
going to lean into it. Mm-hmm. I'll stick up for that guy. Don't you be mocking my friend.
I mean, if you show up, you're in, man. You're part of the club. So we'll see. So we're looking for names. We're going to try to do a top 50 list, and then I'm going to go down that list, and I'm going to see who we can get.
Yeah, cool. Can we just make people up too?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I might as well.
All right, I'm going to throw in my list.
Yeah, get going. Yeah, Mickey Mouse and Johnny Turnip would be another good one. We'll get him on there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Awesome.
Nice.
Well, cool, man. Well, it's time for me to start drinking. It's Thursday. I'm going to go play Diablo 4 with my kids. That's our big plan tonight. Everybody's going to load up Diablo 4. Yeah.
Nice.
Finally found a way to play it on a Mac. So now I'm good. They've got PCs, so they're just going to load it up and go. So it's my big plan.
So that's cool. Right on.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. Well, thanks for doing this.
I'm going to go practice guitar after this. So
nice. Hopefully we'll have more folks next week. Hopefully Christine gets the groceries all done this week. And then Lucky's probably going to be gone for another week or two. It's family stuff, basically. So, but then once all that's over, he's going to be back. So we'll see him soon.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun. I'm glad to be back. It's been too long for me.
Awesome, man. Yeah, definitely. That's why we had to go this week. I'm like, let's do it. Can't lay off anymore. So.
You're right. Yeah, I can't laze around too much.
Not too much. Otherwise, we'll look like that cat. We'll have to be swimming. Somebody's going to have to raise $1,000 for me to swim in a pool so I can lose 20 pounds.
I'd do it. I'll do it. I'll do it for 500.
All right. Deal. All righty, guys. Well, thanks a lot. We will see you almost definitely next week.
Yeah, definitely. Woohoo!